Good morning. I'm Lynn. That's, Arnie.
Not a moose.
Yeah, pretty close.
Oh, really, Lynn?
Anyway, you can see it's a little windy today. Apparently we're getting a thunderstorm this afternoon. So Arnie raked up the hay in hopes that he can get it baled up before the rain hits. We are really hoping the rain does hit, and that hay, if we lose that hay, it's the field where the fall ewe lambs were grazing, so it's not the best of hay right now anyway. But I'll go around there later and show you how much those ewe lambs did not eat because they wouldn't go past the front of the field. It's crazy.
You said we're not going to lose the hay, honey. You have to have the mentality that you're never going to lose.
Because Arnie's a really positive person. If you've ever come to the farm and spoken to him, a lot of people can assert to that fact.
Are you going to show your baby zucchini, hon?
Sure, we'll show the baby zucchini, and don't forget, they're now expecting a sheep of the day.
Oh, okay. Are you going to show the baby zucchini, hon?
I just turned it, Arnie.
It's a big bruiser too.
Look, we got a baby.
Oh, I've got a little one here.
I know. Pretty soon we're gonna have way too many babies.
Well, if it becomes a problem, every ram we sell, they can have 5 zucchinis. Okay. Well,
They're the rams that are being treated, and they're looking a lot better. Hi, you guys. You're looking a lot better. They're wondering where their food is.
I kicked the hay in.
Well, it looks like they can't reach it
No,
anymore.
they can reach it.
So here's our hay stacked up here. And somebody asked if farmers still made idiot bales, which are the small square bales. And the answer is yes, they do, but not nearly as frequently as they used to, because the small square bales are only practical for hobby farms or really small farms for feeding animals, just because it's so much more labor intensive. And so everyone's moved to the round bales, but with the round bales, of course, you have to have equipment to move those bales around so you can feed the sheep. So they're not practical for anyone who doesn't have some kind of tractor and jaws or spear or something to move them. The little squares, I actually love them too for the jugs, because it's easy to put a little leaf of hay in each jug. And Arnie does have a small square bale baler, but he doesn't like square bales at all just because of the labor. And you have to store it up in the rafters and knock it down. But if it were up to me, I would have him make square bales for the jug every year. But he wants to do the round bales, so he puts a round bale in the barn, and we take a pitchfork and pitchfork hay into each of the jugs when it's lambing season. And I hate pitchforks, and to me that's way more labor intensive, and because I have asthma and stuff, the dust involved with that is extreme. So I would like a little bit of both, but the question was if people still made them, and they do. And of course it's more expensive too to buy it, because not many people do it. Someone asked about the strings too. See these strings? All the strings nowadays are made of plastic. The twine strings, they probably again still make it, but I haven't seen it for years and years. We've switched from the natural product to the nasty plastic. It's cheaper. Everything's about cost nowadays. Again, I preferred the real twine as opposed to this plastic stuff, because we used to reuse it all the time for tying things, and it really stuck together when you tied with it. But this plastic stuff is a lot more slippery, and I don't like it, but that's what the world has become. I told Arnie we needed another sheep of the day, so this will be the third Suffolk ram we've taken out. Is this the one you think is going to be the third string?
Yeah, well, maybe. This is the ram of the day.
This is the ram of the day. We've decided that the three we pick as the show sheep, whether we go to the show or not, are going to be called Lamborghini, Lincoln, who you've met, and the last one's going to be Lexus. So we're going to have them all named after high-end cars.
This one hasn't got a name yet.
I said he could be Lexus. Didn't you hear that?
Sure, I heard you.
Hi, buddy. You look very handsome.
It's funny how they formed that ram head right away, eh?
Show him. Someone didn't understand what a pastern was.
Okay, so this
He's really good on his pasterns.
so this little spot right here, about 2 inches from the bottom of the foot,
His ankle.
is where the bone meets, and that's called the
That's called a pastern. It's basically his ankle. You don't want them flat-footed. You want them. See how he's standing up on his tippy toes?
This one stands very good.
Yeah, very good. Right up on his tippy toes. That's a good pastern. But sometimes that little redundant toe at the back of his ankle bends down to the ground a little more, and the foot's forward. That means they're a little weak on their pasterns, and totally flat-footed, they would be right down on that back toe. But he's actually got extremely nice pasterns, front and back. Hi, buddy.
He's not too happy right now.
What do you want to say about him?
Well, I want to explain why that's so critical now. Because hundreds of years ago or thousands of years ago, this sheep, these dew claws in the back here, that sheep actually had 4 claws on one foot. So, for some reason, the two claws in the back have disappeared, and now they're dew claws. And so now the sheep is actually kind of walking on half a foot, and now there's a problem. They lay down on this. So that's why it's a problem now. Why that change? I actually don't think man changed it. I think it just evolved.
Yeah, just evolution.
So now she has to stand basically on her tiptoes. You know those girls that wear those little 4-inch high heels? And
Or
it
6.
looks like $1 million, but I'm figuring out it's not wearing very nice. What do you say, buddy? You want to go back and see your friend?
Want to walk around a little?
No, he's not much of a walker.
Well, you can try. How else does he learn?
I think this guy doesn't learn, honey.
Yes, he does. Everything learns.
Hey, buddy. Come on. Okay,
So for the shows, we're going to be picking the biggest 3 of the rams we've held back. Only because only the biggest win at the shows. So to have any chance whatsoever, we have to pick the bigger ones. That doesn't mean the smaller, younger ones are as good, or if not even better, but you just can't compete with, we're competing against the monster sheep. So if we want to, even at this size, we probably won't win because the other guys are going to be twice as tall as him. But again, it doesn't mean they're better sheep. But at the shows, big wins out. So we're picking our biggest 3.
So this is ram of the day. Look back, and I think tomorrow, if I'm in a real good mood, I'm going to try a ewe of the day.
What about the Dorsets?
I haven't built up that much time.
Okay, we'll go to Suffolk ewes then. We haven't because there's so many more ewes, it's harder to pick them out. We only have a few rams held back, so it's much easier.
Get down! Get down!
The white ones want to turn.
If you want me to show a textile, I have no problem. Because they actually love to be showed.
Well, what about Lambert there? Lambert there would be a nice cross show sheep. Lambert's really nice.
That was ram of the day.
But in reality, oh, Lambert. Wait till we get to the cross group. You might be in that group. And you're the sweetheart of the day. You are. This is the guy who always liked the hugs. He's a younger one, but he's really nice. Lambert.
I can't believe the temperament of the Texas. They just want to be handled.
Well, look at Lambert. And look at this one. This one's a real hugger.
Yeah, these guys really be showing off.
Arnie, we're supposed to be doing that on what? Monday?
I don't think we can do them all.
Well, he's going to do this group. If we got him here, I want him to shear as many as he physically can, because this delaying on the shearing is way out of control. And it's not our fault. We've been trying, you know that. So these are our keeper rams, and this year we're really pleased with the quality of the rams we've held back. When I say keeper rams, it doesn't mean we're keeping all these rams. Of course we're not. But it means that these are the top of the hundreds of lambs we had here. These are the ones that made the cut for breeding stock quality, which means any one of these I would happily use on our own sheep, and they're for sale to other people who want a good breeding ram. So the legs are one thing we can look at that are really, really good under them. You want nice straight legs with good width between them, and well, this guy's leaning in right now, but we've got some really good straight legs, no knocky knees in this group. Really, really nice legs on them. It's very hard to get legs correct. Like, you'd think that'd be a no-brainer, but good legs are hard to find in sheep. People are not looking at it hard enough or calling for it hard enough. And also this group, if you look down the line, they've got really strong top lines, and by top line I mean their back. It's nice and level, and they've all got good width. They've all got good depth from the top of the back down to the chest here. You need that because that's where all their internal organs are, and that's where the power comes from. Like, they got to be able to eat. They got to have a good strong heart and lungs. Hi, buddy. This is a younger guy. Really stocky little guy. He would be one I would send to the shows, except he is younger, so he's a little shorter right now, and they'll crucify him at the shows for that. This is a really, really nice ram. And all of these sheep here have also been selected for breed standard as well. So they have the correct markings, correct type of wool, the correct heads, everything about them is breed standard. Because we're really, really, really pushing for that. Because I'm afraid that that is the thing that people are least paying attention to nowadays. But it does matter if you want these breeds that have been around for centuries to stay around. And it doesn't mean you can't improve the breed a little bit, but I think you want to keep the core traits the same. There she is, my little love bug, Hot Lips. Everybody says she looks like she has a miserable face on her because her lips turn down instead of up. But that's just putting human emotions onto sheep characteristics. They're not the same as human faces, because Hot Lips is the friendliest, most happy little ewe lamb I've ever met. Which makes her little face like stand out even more. Please don't chew off my knee bandage, okay? Don't do that, because I'm trying to walk better. Hi. How you doing, sweetheart? We decided to let the ewe lambs out today. The rams are staying in because they've been dewormed. Hey, you look like a showy girl. And of course, when we sort through the ewe lambs, we're looking for the same traits. And the ewe lambs, the only difference in picking a ewe lamb over a ram is that we're going to want the heads and the whole appearance to be just a little bit more feminine, whereas we want the rams to look really masculine. And when you put the ewes next to the rams, you can really see the difference. Hi, are you up on the pile? Yeah, that's pretty clever. Hi. Why does everyone want to go after that bandage? Are you trying to help me out a little bit? Did I trim your wool? Did I? Hi, who are you? You look lovely. Hi. This little girl here we held back. She is a younger one, but I can tell she's going to end up being a little bit taller. And very shortly we're going to have to sort through these white lambs, because sales have been not great on the white sheep this year, which means we are probably going to have to send some to market. However, Chinny here with the black chin, Arnie says he wants to keep her, so she's staying. We always end up keeping a few crosses. Chinny, let's see. Hi. You got a black chin, don't you? That's why I made him put the 3 stripes on her, so she would be very evident that he was going to market. He didn't get on there by mistake. And I cut your wool so that you would be very evident too. Yes, because we know you're friendly. Another reason we're looking for sheep with these really widely placed legs, nice straight legs, is for udder and testicle development. If they have a wide back end like that, the testicles and the udders tend to be better attached and they grow wider as opposed to growing lower. And one of the main reasons for culling out ewes is their udders over time start to get too low to the ground. And a ewe that has a really wide placement like that is less likely to have udder problems with them going to the ground. Hi. And when we're picking our show sheep, the rams we're looking at on the other side are going to be from Quincy and Hilton. It's not because Quincy and Hilton were better rams than any of the others that we used. It's because Quincy and Hilton went into the first breeding groups. So they have the biggest, oldest sheep in the group. And like I mentioned earlier, it shouldn't matter, but size does matter. So we want to be picking those January lambs. So when we go through this group, we have to match the ewes to the rams for the shows so we can enter into the group classes as well. And get of sire is one of them. So if we had, say, a Quincy ram, we would need 2 Quincy ewes to go in the get of sire group, and they're judged on how well the sire produced lambs, how consistent, how the ram looks rammy and the ewes look feminine, but they're built very similar. So I can guarantee that we're going to be looking for Quincy and Hilton ewes in here. Hi. Oh, was that a fly? Nobody likes a fly. Makes you twitchy a little bit. They just hate flies. So we haven't gone through the ewes yet, but I keep looking at this ewe here. She's really built well, so I'm guessing that she's for sure from Quincy or Hilton. So we need to pick 3 of them. But that's hard to find anything wrong with that girl. Got a bit of diarrhea there. Oh, I meant to show you in the other barn I had a ewe lamb like that. So yesterday I crutched her. I just cut off the wool from the back end and cleaned her up a bit. Hi. There's another really pretty girl there. Big white one. Really good legs. Wide hips for giving birth. Oh, that's the other thing. The wide hips usually relate to widely placed legs like that at the back, so it affects their udder and creates easier lambing. Oh, you are a pretty ewe. It's gonna be hard to overlook you for a showgirl. Hi, could you get any nicer? And you look like you're friendly. See the beautiful ears on her? Perfect ear. She's got a perfect head. And yeah, she's built really nice. I really like that ewe as well. I really like this ewe here. It's going to be hard to narrow it down to 3, but that's a good thing. See that this ram's playing with a chain, buddy, and we've had sheep get caught on chains before. So we gotta get that back into the feeder. Buddy, we don't need troubles. Hi, how are you? Oh, you're really nice. Yeah, you're really nice too. You are. You're really nice. Oh, Lamborghini, how you doing? You're a bruiser. You look like a Taxel. Oh, Lincoln, you are pretty too. Oh my goodness, you're a nice one. You are. You are. Hi. They get so close to you, it's hard to film you when you're so close. Hi. It's hard to say why some become so lovey-dovey. Hi, are you guys lovey-dovey too, or you just want to see yourselves on camera? That's you. And that's you, see? That's you. It is. The thing is, when you start petting them, they don't want you to leave, but they follow you to the gate. And they don't want you to leave. No, I know you don't. But I still have work to do. I do. I know. We'll be back later, okay? Yeah, we'll be back later. You're good boys. We're gonna let these guys out again. It's still extremely hot and humid out here. But we're just getting these guys to clean up that pasture a little bit more before Arnie goes in and cuts it down, because there is still a lot of grass out there for them. And these guys are like a plague of locusts. They usually get it cleared right out. Ben, we don't need... Ben, they know the way now. Good boy. Oh, here's the 3 stragglers. You guys, you have quite size differences. However, I think the one in the middle is Tammy, who is a shorter ewe. Hi, girls. You can go outside. It's okay. We have one that missed the boat. They're all outside now. Yeah, you can see them out there, can't you? But you were dilly-dallying. It's okay. It's okay, you can go find them. You are a very pretty ewe. Wrong side. She just hasn't figured out that all the rest are outside. You can see outside there, the ewe that couldn't figure it out isn't going to be alone for long. I'm still doing the drinkers in here, and already everyone's heading back to the barn. Heads down. Heads down is a sure indication that there's flies around them. They hate flies. So, again, we're trying to let them have their freedom, but they don't want it. Here they all come. About half of them will stay out there for a little while. But the other bunch are coming in. Are those flies a real irritant? They're nasty things. Hi, Big Betty. That's her. Big Betty's spot is always back there. She tends, whenever I look for her, she's usually over by the wall and the salt and mineral, and the drinker's not too far either. Back there is the paddock where all the fall-born Dorset ewe lambs were grazing. You can see there's a lot of hay left in that field that they didn't eat. So Arnie has quite a lot to bale up, actually. Arnie's just hooked up the baler. I don't know if he's gonna try bale some now, but I know that a storm, you wouldn't know it, totally blue sky, and it probably will miss us. But one's supposed to be coming through this afternoon. So any hay that is on the ground, we want it up if we can possibly get it up before that may happen. We've been closed down basically from field work because of rain risks every single day. Because if you are in the field and take hay down and it rains, it's basically ruined. But the rain has basically been missing us. It's been threatening us and holding us up, but very, very little rain. You can tell by the dust in the yard that it's dry here still. So we're not going to chase this rain away by any means. At this point, we'd rather lose a bad field of hay than lose the rain. Okay, we had lots of tornado warnings today. But no rain, no tornadoes. We wanted the rain, we didn't want the tornadoes. I know. I asked myself the same thing. Why?
Well, what's that Dorset ram you like so much? Kidney? Yeah, Gimli.
Yeah, Gimli.
Well, it's right. It's the same market. So it could be related.
You could be related. Anyway, we're gonna say Happy Canada Day to everybody, because today's Canada Day. We just realized that right now.
Yeah, we should have done something for it. Huh?
I know.
Got a flag or something on one of the sheep, but
I put a video up of
we're
Gladiator.
actually having a drink.
It's ginger ale.
Yes, it's ginger ale, honey.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your video with us today. If you did, be sure to give us a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And until then, bye for now. Oh, and don't forget to join us again tomorrow.
And it's Saturday night. We're looking for some rain tonight.
We got that part.
So a little wish for
Bye
rain.
for now.
A little wish for rain.